Does your guitar playing ever sound like this? When it's supposed to sound like this. What did I do differently in that second clip? That's correct. I was alternate picking. Although there have been a few exceptions to this rule, if you don't start alternate picking from around intermediate to an advanced level, you will either gas out on stage and have to stop playing halfway through a song, completely lose the rhythm, or you will play with the correct rhythm, but it won't quite sound right. And here's why. In order to fully understand this, I'm going to need you to understand some basic rhythmic theory. That might sound complex, but actually it's not. Because in a typical bar of music, we have 4 beats. Now, to make that simpler, you can just say 4 counts. How many times have you heard a track going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they come in? And these beats just continue to go, regardless of whatever goes on top of it. You have the beat and then the rhythm. Now, sometimes that rhythm will mirror the beat, and it will be in perfect sync with the 4 beats of the bar. Often in a concert or a performance, you'll hear people clapping on beats 2 and 4. Have you ever done this? One, 2, 3, 4. Familiar? Yeah, we've all done that. So you know more about theory than you think you do. So let's say we're going to now play the 4 beats of the bar, and let's assume that these beats aren't particularly fast. So the rule of that is that you will always play a down pick on the count. So as I say 1, I'm going to pluck downwards on the count of 1. So watch this, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Now, where does the up come in? The rule of alternation goes like this. Imagine I'm tapping my foot as I count to 4. I'm just going to use my hand instead. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4. You always strike down as your foot goes down. So watch again. This is my foot tapping. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 down. This all makes sense, right? We call these quarter notes because there are 4 of them in each bar or measure. It takes 4 to fill the bar. Now we're going to split these quarters into 8th notes, which means now there are 8 of them to fill the bar. And that's now going to sound like this. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. So it still fits into those 4 beats, but you are playing on the down and the up of your foot tap. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. Now guess where the up is going to come in? That's correct. It comes on the and, which is the up of the foot tap. As your foot goes down, we play down. As the foot goes up, we play up. It really is that simple. So now, I know, you're welcome. That's free. It's cool. We're good. Okay, now let's do it. On the thinnest string, you're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and get that foot tapping as well. And get your pick in line with the tapping foot. Here we go. Watch both my hands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you understand alternate picking. It can be broken down further. So we've got our quarter notes, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's break it down into 16th notes. For 16th notes, we have 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. The reason I'm no longer using the foot tap is because the rules have changed a little bit. We're now dividing it down further, so you're playing down on 1 and down again on and. And on the E and the you're playing up. Watch this. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Okay, now this is the important bit, especially for advanced level. Whatever the slowest note is in the bar will be the down pick. And whatever the fastest note is going to be the up pick. So if the slowest note in the bar is a quarter note, like this, for example, 1, 2, 3, and 4, you're going to play down on the quarter notes and up on the eighth notes. Let's assume now the slowest note in the bar is going to be an eighth note, and the fastest note in the bar is a 16th note. The eighth note now becomes the down. That becomes the down pick. So you see this when you see people chugging. For example, like, let's do this now. I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a. So let's do that on an open string. There you go. Have a go at that. If that last bit was too complicated for you, then go back to the bit that you do understand, as in just quarter notes and eighth notes, and eventually it will start to make sense. Okay, I'm going to smile this time because I didn't in the last video, but you know, it's free, so you can't be too picky, can you? Have a great rest of the day and go practice.